Hello everyone, this is Selo. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are breaking down the June 2026 Sony State of Play presentation. 77 minutes, 23 titles, and honestly, a completely meh sentiment. Let's see if Sony actually delivered or if we just wasted over an hour. Let's kick off with Marvel's Wolverine. At first glance, this was the show's star, mature, action-packed, and visually stunning with much needed testosterone. The contextual storytelling within the mission is remarkable, and the attention to detail in the environments hits at a deeply atmospheric world building. Furthermore, the visceral weight of the combat animations showcases a level of gore and combat movement we haven't seen in a superhero game before. It's clear that Insomniac is leaning into a gritty, grounded tone, emphasizing Logan's ferocity rather than stylized heroics.
Let's get you guys out of here.
Are you a superhero?
Lock it. I'm Wolverine.
But the luster faded fast. Reports of Sweet Babying's involvement surfaced, and then director Marcus Smith dropped the bomb. The X-Men are gone. Replaced by Team X, fans are rightfully questioning if this is a creative choice or a corporate mandate stripping away our legacy. We also discovered God of War Laufey. It's polished, sure, but the combat lacks enemy diversity and feels repetitive. Despite that, the animation fluidity and the sweeping cinematic vistas are genuinely breathtaking, showcasing the peak of current engine capabilities. The real issue is replacing Kratos, triggering an avalanche of woke controversy. It's being dubbed God of Laundering and God of Woke by a community tired of forced protagonist swaps. Even Domino's Pizza mocked the game, comparing it to a pepperoni pizza without pepperoni. And that gelatinous cube, Frank, even with Jack Quaid behind the microphone, the character feels completely disjointed from the narrative and visually jarring. Was this game truly necessary? In my opinion, the franchise would have reached a different level of hype if this was a Kratos adventure in a different setting. The showcase then pivoted into a focused jumpscare marathon, a thematic tunnel that reflects how the industry is currently leaning heavily into proven horror formulas. The Lost Wild describes itself as an evasion-based horror experience, but how long can you evade without being bored? Despite the high concept, the visuals look dated.
Did you hear that?
Night.
Until Dawn 2.
You out there?
This return to Blackwood feels like a safe play, proving that familiar franchise revivals remain the industry's go-to strategy.
Right. What the hell is that?
Silent Hill Townfall. The atmosphere here is suffocating in the right way. It successfully captures the series' classic psychological DNA.
I'm so sorry.
Control Resonant. This shift in pace blends cosmic mystery with kinetic gameplay that actually feels fresh. The visuals and the atmosphere of this trailer make me want to play this sequel despite not having tried the first game.
The past doesn't matter. Who are you today?
Ill. Beneath the surface level gore, it aligns with a growing trend of grotesque horror titles, prioritizing visceral impact over narrative depth.
Nothing there.
Phantom Blade Zero, finally the clear standout. The atmosphere of the game is just spot on. The combat choreography here is pure art, setting a bar that makes other entries look like placeholders. Ultimately, this heavy emphasis on the horror genre suggests a broader market trend of playing it safe. We are seeing a lot of thematic repetition, and honestly, the industry is severely lacking the diverse RPG concepts and structural innovation that fans are starving for. Now let's pick up the pace and move on to the rapid fire action and arcade segment. Stuntman Hollywood. This game is a genuinely welcome high-octane surprise. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. It's fast, fun, and hits the spot. Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. This is the standout. The remake looks incredible. The modernized gameplay mechanics have completely transformed the experience, turning it into a brand new game. Bencho the Chef. This game looks a bit too much like a mobile game. Rayman Legends Retold. It looks surprisingly fun and charming to play. Kemuri is visually interesting, but just not my thing. Onimusha has a demo out, a must try for sword combat fans. Ace Combat Wings of Kiev looks good but risky. It could easily become a boring chore if the mechanics aren't perfect. Ultimately, Sony played it safe, and the glaring lack of genre diversity really held the show back. Frankly, I'm walking away with a C- grade for this one. It just didn't hit the mark. Thanks for tuning in. Hit like and follow if you enjoyed the breakdown. This was Selo. Catch you in the next one.